chose to attend CWE after doing a Google web search for credit for life experience. I wanted to go back to school after being out of college for about 10 years, and I came across their autobiography program, and it just looked fascinating.
After reading about the center, I decided that it would be a good program for me, allowing me to keep my full-time job and to take courses during the evenings, one course per week for 4 credits. So it was really the best game in town as far as I was concerned.
My major when I was at CWE was liberal arts, and I chose that because I really wanted a well-rounded education. Like, I wanted this sort of classical liberal arts college education, like I call it a Whitman sampler education, just a little bit of everything.
Yes, I would describe the Center for Worker Education as an extraordinary, phenomenal college. The experience here was just great. It was like being at home. I had a lot of support from my advisors and from my professors.
The study environment of the center is awesome. It's beautiful. It's very intimate. It's very warm, and it feels like a home outside of home.
Graduating from CWE has contributed to my current profession in a few different ways, and one of them is quite obviously completing an undergraduate education opens up many doors and it increases options. It was at CWE that I really developed an interest in research and thought that I would do graduate work in psychology, which I actually did do for a short time. But after several courses, I realized that social work was my calling, and I enrolled at the Hunter College School of Social Work, from where I just graduated 2 months ago. And I now have my MSW, and I always reflect on my experience at CWE as sort of the ground, the fertile ground for helping me to develop these interests.
The education that I got at CWE was so interdisciplinary and broad-based that after I went into graduate school, like, I find myself daily going back to things that I learned at CWE, authors that we read, pieces of literature that we read, concepts that we discussed in a variety of classes. It was just great preparation for where I'm at academically now.
What I learned from the center that helps me out now is I learned a lot about myself, self-esteem. I didn't come here with great self-esteem. One of the first classes I took, I think it was my first or second semester, was speech. And that opened the doors. Once I took speech, Professor Schlosser just brought out everything in me, made me comfortable with speaking in public.
One of the things that I really learned from coming here after going to different schools prior to coming here is the family atmosphere that you feel when you come here. You don't feel like you're going to like a school where everybody's like everybody for themselves. It's a family. If you need help, if you need anything, there's always someone here to help you. And that's why I love it, and that's why I always tell friends about this place.
One thing that I took away from CWE that helps me out today, and I'd like to offer 2, and the first is to keep on keeping on, and the second one is that it's never too late. And I think back to the honors ceremony in 2003, a week prior to graduation, and the age range of graduates was, I believe, 20 to 80 years old. It was actually an octogenarian who was getting his undergraduate degree, and it just goes to show you that if you have a dream, it's never too late to pursue that dream.